Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away and it's Christmas week. And I thought this week I'm going to start doing some things that I've never ever done before. As you can see, the Batmobile is missing from the shelf there. And that's because it's here. I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm going to be installing a Mike Lane mod, which is the rocket launchers. It's got some lights that are going to go in there as well, which means I've got to take this apart. That's something I never do. I'm going to do that today. What's the worst that can happen? So I do have a few things that I've got from Mike Lane here. I've got the Bat Rockets, which we're going to be installing today. Mike Lane also sells 4mm drill bits, which I've got here. I'm going to need one of them to do the rockets. I've also got the Bat Flame. Now, if you ordered the Bat Circuit, these would have been following on. So this is what's going to go into the turbine at the back. So we're going to be putting that in. And obviously, I've got the extension cable, which I didn't actually need on mine when I put it together. But if you do want to have a little bit more luxury of putting this on its side and not having cables stretched, the extension lead, which is for the Bat Beacon going into the Bat Circuit, is invaluable. This actually came if you got the Bat Circuit as well. Or Bat Beacon? Bat Beacon. I think it came with a Bat Beacon. But if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link for Mike Lane mods down here. You can go over to his site and check out all of these mods. And I'm going to try and break this down. I'm going to take my time today because I'm actually filming this on the day after the Christmas quiz. So my head's hurting. But I'm going to go really slow on this. The first thing I'm going to do is take the car apart. So as you can see, I have got my blocks here, which I'm going to need later. But the first thing I'm going to do is this bat aerial, which comes up and down. I want to push that all the way down to around about there. And then I'm going to want to just unscrew this because I don't want this to get damaged at all, and take this off and store these two parts carefully. Wheel the Batmobile down here, and then as you can see at the back here, I've got a little radio point there which just comes out. I've already taken the hubcaps off the car. As you can see, they're all here. I don't want to lose those, so I'm going to just keep them to one side. Put my blocks down so that it's basically going to be covering this area of the Batmobile and this area of the Batmobile. And I'm going to turn this upside down. Okay, that's good. Okay, next thing to do is I'm going to be taking off this turbine section that we just actually pushed on onto this section here. And it just comes off like that. I want to detach the light for a second. As you can see, I've just got these two parts here again, which I'm going to keep to one side. I've moved around some of my cameras. So if you remember the way this was connected, we've got some hidden screws underneath these sections here. So I'm just going to have to lever these off. Got my little flat-headed screwdriver here to get these off. So one there and one there. And then I'm going to be removing the center screw here, which is holding these into place. I don't want to lose these screws. That's going to enable me to move that just enough so I can get my screwdriver in here to remove the first CM screw, which is under here. You don't have to take these two off. That should be enough just to gently move that out of the way so I can get my screwdriver in here. I'll take the next one out here. Like that. Okay, in the front here, I've got two lots of screws. I've got one here and one at the back, and I've got the same on the other side. So I need to get these out. I've got this really good device which I got from one of the Roker marble runs, which is just this stick with a very strong neodymium magnet on there. So if you're having trouble getting a screw out once you've actually unscrewed it, this is brilliant. So that's the screws for the front done. Now if I just lift this up just a touch, I've got some screws just underneath the exhaust here, and the same on the other side just here. So I'm going to get those out. And then finally I've got two screws just at the back here, and one this side as well. Now these screws are longer than your normal CM screws, so make sure you put these to one side because these go in the back. So I believe That's everything taken out, so I can turn the car back over and I'm now ready to lift up the bodywork. Now, before I do that, I've already put some painter's tape on my bonnet. I'm just going to do the same on the trunk. I don't want that going everywhere. I am probably going to want the doors to be open, so I'm not going to put any on the doors, but I'm going to push this way here. I've got my soft mat here. And I'm putting that down behind me. And then when I lift this off, I'm going to be lifting it up from the back. So I'm going to pull the back up. And as you see, it's coming out, no problems. Just like that. I'm going to gently lie it on its side. Just like that. Nice. Now I have detached my back beacon because I am going to be using the extension lead in this. And that's going to mean that I'm going to have to lift up the back section of the floor pan here so I can get to that circuit board. So I'm going to do that here. There's 2 screws at the back, as you can see. And I just want to make sure, look, as you can see, I can get this up just enough that I can access some of the things in the circuit board here. You shouldn't have to actually lift the whole thing up, you see, because I've kept the steering attached, but that's giving me ample access to that circuit board there. So first thing I do is I'm going to plug in the extension lead, which looks like this for the bat circuit. Tweezers are your friend, but there you go, that's given us that extra little distance here that I can plug this in. And I've done the same on there. Perfect. So bat beacons are now still attached to the car. I'm now going to open up the bat rockets. It's great that I have actually taken this apart because I had this little lever which is for the boot, which I hadn't actually put in that little slot there. I've done that now, so when I actually put this back in, I should be able to make sure that I've attached that properly this time. So let me show you how this looks at the moment. So the dashboard is actually off, but with enough access to get to the circuit boards, as you can see there. So what I'm going to do now is take this panel off here for the rockets, which has got 2 screws each side. And there you go. That's looking just like that. Now we may as well just remove the rockets from the stands here. They just pull out. And what I need to do now is I'm going to be drilling 4 mill holes into each one of these here. So it's going all the way through. This is why I got a 4 mil drill bit from Mike Lane. And when that's done, that should look just like this. Okay, the connector for this is actually going to be going into the top corner of the circuit board just over here. Now when we put this in, we want to make sure this grey cable here is on our left. It's quite a tight fit, but it has got in there no problems at all. So as you see, I've now got these rockets in position, which are going to eventually light up. I'm now in a position so I can actually now reattach this floor pan. Okay, what I need to do now is update the firmware. Now what you need to do for that is connect this to the Wi-Fi. Now I did show how to do this when I installed the bat circuit, so I'm actually already connected to the Wi-Fi. If you need to know what the IP address of how it's connected to the Wi-Fi is, underneath the car where the bat circuit is, if you press the button, it reads out the IP address for you. You could just type that directly into your web browser, and if I just go over to my other monitor here, as you can see, I've got the bat portal up. Now, if I scroll right to the bottom of this bat portal, you can see that I've got the firmware version 1 here. Well, obviously, we want to update this to firmware 2. So, I have already downloaded that version 2. What I need to do is click on Wi-Fi setup here. Click on launch Wi-Fi setup. It's going to load up a configuration portal here. And I just want to click update. It's going to ask where the file is that I've just downloaded, which is here. And I'll click update.
A few moments later.
And as you can see there, you have to wait for about a minute. It comes up with update successful and the thing's booting up on its own again at the moment. So going back over to the Batmobile now, the app, if I go down the bottom here, as you can see, I've got version 2. So that's good. Right, what I'm going to do now is if I hold button 7 on here for 6 seconds, it should activate these rockets to start firing manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I release. And there you go. They're working. So now we're in a case of putting all this back together. So I have unplugged the Batmobile because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be putting these through the base of these sections here. As you can see, 1, 2. They should go all the way through, as you can see. Coming out the other side there. Doesn't matter what order these go in because they do fire randomly. And then to stop these going anywhere, we've got these little blanks which we can put into the cavity here and push them down, and that's going to stop these going anywhere. And you can obviously change the length of these as you want, but I'm going to keep them around about there, I think. So they are all locked into place now. Now I don't really need to put the exhaust on yet because I can do that when it's on the car, but this is what I'm actually going to be doing, is I'm going to be putting the car back together now. So remember, the turbine bulb needs to go through, and I'm now going to gently put everything back together again. When it's on its side though, I do want to now attach this back into the position that it's going on the Batmobile here. At the back here, what I've actually done is I've actually put some insulating tape just to hold that turbine light into place. But let's get this into position. And there you go. That, I can move this mat now, is together, making sure it's shutting okay. Looking good. There you go. That is back together. Now before I secure it down and put the exhaust back in and stuff like that, I am going to check this is all still working. So as you can see, the Batmobile is back together. The last thing to do is to put the new flame into here, and now I think I'm going to boot it up so you can see those back 2 sections working. So I have now adjourned, as you can see, to the retro room. The reason I've done that is I've switched the Ecto 1 and the Batmobile is up there now. It's actually all powered on as well. There is one other thing that I need to do. And obviously we just updated the firmware. We know the rockets are working, but we do need to add the rocket sounds to the Batmobile. So first thing we need to do is go to the instructions here, and we've got 2 files that we need to download, Rockets and Rocket End. And it's just a case of right clicking here. If I'm doing it on a PC, save link as, so it's an MP3 and it's called Rockets. And then I've got Rocket End, same thing, save link as, Rocket End. And that's the 2 files now on my drive. So back in the Bat portal then, to add those files, we're going to click on File Manager. Then I'm going to click on Audio. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be uploading these files one at a time into here. So I'll choose File, go to my downloads, Rocket End, we'll do that one first. Click OK and upload. File uploaded successfully. Then I can choose File again and do Rockets. And then we're going to click Open and upload that one as well. And there we go. That's both of those files in there. So now theoretically, when it's firing and stuff like that, we should have sound. Let's go check that out. Okay, you know, I thought it might be fun actually to boot everything up. So if we press 1 to start this up. It's interesting to try and catch everything working here. Okay, so the beacon's working and all that. Right, let's do these rockets now. What sound? Excellent. Oh, I love it. Let's turn some lights on here. Just turn the front lights on. As a matter of fact, let's just go round. It's going to be hard because I've got so much stuff in this retro room at the moment. But there you go, it's looking like that. But yeah, pretty happy with how that's looking. And there you go, that's working absolutely fine, and it's on in the background now. It's on all the time now as well, so I haven't got to worry about turning that on and off. But I hope that has helped you out if you are getting this for yourself. Once again, you can get this through Mike Lane, and I have put a link in the video description, and you've also got that QR code on the screen. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.